We got disconnected. I'm back. Sorry about that. Technology, what can you do? So, like I was saying, I want us to take a couple minutes to each day focus on something that brings us joy and also something that we're grateful for. Examples, I want you to kind of think of some while I'm talking, but I'll also give you some examples. Some examples could be focusing on maybe the lunch I get to eat today. So maybe it's my favorite food and it just makes me really happy to eat that food. Or maybe I'm just grateful to be able to spend time with my family. Or I'm grateful for my job. Or I'm just grateful that I got to take a bath today. Or we've been having some really great weather lately, so it could be that I'm grateful for a sunny day. It could also be I'm happy I'm not in pain, and I'm grateful that because I'm not in pain, I'm getting to spend time with my family and enjoy it a little bit more. So being able to have that thought process, tap into those things we're grateful for, those positive things that are happening in our day, being able to do that can break up that cycle of those anxious, sad, unmotivated thoughts we might be having right now, and helping us recognize that there can be some positive things that are going on in our life, and we just kind of maybe need to take the time to recognize those things. And then the last thing I want to talk about today is focusing on energy. So each day we have a certain amount of energy to get us through the day, and that energy level can be impacted by so many things. It can be impacted by sleep. Did we sleep really well the night before? Do we have maybe a baby that's teething, or kids that are staying up too late, or whatever it might be? And when we have an illness, sometimes our energy is also impacted by that. Maybe we have less daily energy than someone without an illness to give both to ourselves and to our loved ones and to our job and our tasks. And I want you to kind of check in for a second before I move forward with this. Think about the energy that you've been having lately. Do you feel like it's been kind of the same? Do you feel like maybe you've been having a little bit less energy? Could be higher because maybe we're not leaving the house as much, and maybe that's easier for our illness. Or it could be that it's lower because maybe there's more people in the house than we're used to, or there's more tasks that have been put on our plate now with needing to homeschool and needing to manage financial stresses, whatever it might be. So thinking of that energy, I like to use kind of the idea of energy as spoons. I'm a fan of Mary Poppins, so I'm going to say spoons full of sugar, but you can have your spoons full of whatever they might be. But say that we have maybe 10 spoons of energy for the day. If we don't monitor what we're giving our energy to, we might end up running out of those spoons before the end of our day, and then we're trying to use spoons from the next day. And that lack of energy kind of carries over into the next day and then into the next day. So I want to challenge you rather to assess what it is that we're spending our energy on and what's taking the most of our energy right now. And is this something that we want for us to be using our energy on? Is it something like maybe cleaning, homeschooling, cooking, work? Some of these tasks may not be able to change, right? We might still have to go to work. But I also want to encourage you to kind of be creative and think about that support that we talked about earlier. Can we lean on our supports to try to gain some of that energy back, to try to have some breaks, to try to use some of those supports to maybe take care of some of the chores, take care of some of the cleaning, the grocery shopping, whatever it might be. And maybe even recognizing that there's certain things that might give you energy back. So I know for me, connecting with people is something that gives me energy, extrovert at heart. So maybe talking with friends can give you some energy back. Maybe talking with your therapist can give you some energy back. It might also take some of your energy. That's fair too. And just be aware of that. Be aware of your day-to-day energy that's going in and out. And try to think about and manage what we could maybe change, what's in our control. Because we do, even though there feels like a lot of things that are out of our control right now, we do still have control over some things in our life if we're using the supports that we have. So that's kind of all I really had for you guys today. So just to recap, use the supports that you have. Focus on something every day that you're grateful for, that makes you feel happy. And then also be mindful of the energy that you are using in your day-to-day life and what maybe you want to have more energy for, or what you could do to gain some of that energy back. So I want to thank you guys for taking a break with me. Hopefully we can have another coffee break soon. And in the meantime, take care of yourself, everybody else, and remember that we are here to help. So if you or anyone else you know is experiencing a behavioral health emergency, crisis counselors are still here to help. So you can call 970-347-2120, or you can text TALK to 38255, or you can walk into 928 12th Street in Greeley. Thank you. Take care.